to say things that's already understood.
We know what it takes.
Man, he is on fire here.
And I'm confident.
You got to push yourself. No matter how hurt you are, how tired you are, you got to keep going.
When I step on that court, I want to win, any means necessary.
Thompson, no hesitation. Ties the game.
I just want to friggin' win.
Best of 7, deadlocked at 2.
So that big game feeling, it is in the air. Tip-off is at 9:07 Eastern. That's specific. 6:07 Pacific on ABC. We will be counting it down for you over the next hour. Welcome to NBA Today, presented by Hotels.com. I'm Malika Andrews, alongside Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson, and Brian Windhorst. Gentlemen,
Stop touching me.
what do you think of the glasses?
You look outstanding, honestly.
you.
And I'm only wearing glasses just to fully support you. Perk, I don't know why he's wearing glasses. And Brian, he said it would hurt his
Glasses are
brand.
not part of my brand.
Yeah, it would hurt his brand.
Well, we are here to uplift and build up your brand. Gentlemen, we have a lot to get into. We've already wasted time, so let's not waste any more. The Celtics, they are the team with the undefeated streak that is on the line. So let's start with them. Perk, I want to be very clear. The Celtics, 7-0 after losses this season. They're coming off a loss. So the Celtics, they win tonight if, fill in the blank for me, please.
If Jason Tatum be the best player on the floor, right? And it's time for me to go on the rant right now. Because I'm tired of everybody talking about, oh, Jason Tatum is his first time, rightfully so. Oh, he's young and he's inexperienced. But look, I played on the Oklahoma City Thunder team, and although we didn't win, I did play with 3 upcoming superstars in Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. And I watched Kevin Durant average 30 points at the age of 23 years old, shooting 55% from the field. I also saw a drop-off from James Harden, who was 22 years old, averaged 12 points in the final, shot 37% from the field. So it comes down to, do you want it? Like, do you want to embrace this moment? Don't come telling us about making a right play or you had 13 or 9 assists. Like, Steph Curry is getting double teamed too, and he's averaging 35. So the only way that the Celtics are going to win this game and win this series if it's Jason Tatum comes out and be a superstar caliber player and find a way to get in rhythm offensively and score the damn basketball.
There was a whole lot of there.
Yeah.
Well, I think I heard something about the fill in the blank was if Jason Tatum comes out and plays like a superstar. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, you heard all of that.
Yes. Okay, all right. So let's then go to the Warrior side of things because they're 10-1 at home in the playoffs. Their only loss was that game 1 of the finals against Boston. So Richard, Golden State, they win tonight if.
That's a good question. No. Look, I think the Golden State Warriors, they win if Steph Curry continues to play at this level. If Steph Curry continues to play at the rate that he has been. We were going to talk about earlier, a lot of people have talked about Steph doesn't have any help or he's not getting the same type of support. Oh, he's getting plenty of support. He's getting the same amount of support that many other championships and Hall of Famers have gotten during their championship run. So for me, I just believe the Warriors win Game 5 if Steph continues to play at this elite level.
I was going ahead to the Warriors because I feel like Perk just took so much of the Celtics there, but I will give you a chance to answer that if you would like.
No.
Okay, you're good.
I was agreeing with him. I was saying Jason Tatum. Like, we've seen Steph look like the best player on the planet, like one of the most elite performances. Well, it's time for the best player on the Boston Celtics to have that type of performance. Okay. This is a slug. This is a slug fight. You got to bounce. You got to answer, and you got to, match whatever your opponent's doing.
Starting the week
Let me
off
ask you
right.
this. Let me ask, do you guys think that the Warriors are playing good offense in this series?
No.
The Celtics are like, Steph, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're averaging 10 points fewer than they did in the Western Conference Finals. They're shooting about 8% less. So I don't know if you can really think Steph's going to score more points. I think he might actually be able to take more shots. I don't know if he can be more efficient. I think they need one of the other guys to have a home playoff game. What I mean by that is hit shots, be hot. So Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, even though Wiggins played a great overall Game 4, some of those guys need to just give them a little bit more offensive injection because the Celtics, even though it may look bad that they're not actually doing a great job on Steph Curry, they feel like they're playing good enough defense to win this series.
Perk, I'm afraid to give you the Warriors fill in the blank if. I feel like the answer is just going to be something about the Celtics, but go ahead.
No, it's going to be
If the Celtics don't show up.
No, it's going to be Steph Curry continuing to build his legacy towards Mount Rushmore. Now, we sat here, me and Richard had an argument about the whole Mount Rushmore conversation. And what happened over the weekend, what I saw is after Game 4, what I saw on the social media was I saw LeBron James tweet out, hey, it's only a few chosen ones. I saw Dwayne Wade tweet out, and I don't want to misquote him, but he mentioned something about Steph Curry expanding the Mount Rushmore. So it's crazy when I bring it up a month ahead of time, and then Richard come on here and argue with me, but then the all-time greats are sitting back and watching and basically saying the same damn thing.
No, it's adorable. I couldn't agree with you. I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah, it's adorable that you're like kind of pulling out random tweets from people. So but I understand. Like Steph Curry, what he did, that 43 and 10. Look, I understand because what you referenced was Magic Johnson taking him off that list. Magic did go for 42 in a game-clinching game in the finals, but you're right. I believe that Game 4 performance, that definitely takes Magic Johnson off of it. I'm on the same page as him. I'm on the same page. We're agreeing. I think that 43
Well, what
and
Dwayne
10,
Wade was arguing for was an expansion of Mount Rushmore, not a replacement.
It doesn't work that way.
Right? No, you can't really chisel into stone like that.
However, he needs to be on there.
We agree.
Okay.
We agree. I got nothing else to say, but I agree with
know,
him.
was LeBron talking this positively about Steph during those series you were there? Because LeBron's kind of morphed on him. Now he's praising him up and down. He used to look down at him and give him dirty looks.
Well, a lot of it, I won't say dirty looks. I think there was a competitive space. When you're in a competitive space, you do, and we saw it in The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, I will convince myself of anything that I can to not like you, to hate you, to go do what I need to do. Doesn't mean that I don't respect you, and we've even seen that with MJ over the course of his career. He could be best friends with Patrick Ewing and Charles Barkley and all of these guys. But once he got between those lines, I can't stand you, I hate you, and I think that's more what Bron is. I don't think there was any love lost in those moments.
Well,
that I agree with.
One thing we all can see is that we know who Bron is rooting for in these finals, because when the Golden State Warriors are playing well, he is really active on social media.
He's rooting for who's ever playing the Celtics.
I understand. When it's the Boston Celtics, he's quiet in the church mouth.
Well, the Warriors and the Celtics, they're both undefeated coming off of losses, but since the start of the conference semis, they've struggled to string together consecutive wins. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Is this the time that Golden State is going to be able to take a strong hold on this series, or is this one of these things where we're just going to keep trading off and potentially go the distance? We will see. Hey, Richard.
What's up?
Still ahead
of Game 5 in NBA Final Series tied 2-2. Goes on to win the championship 73% of the time. Yeah, no kidding. You only got to win one more game after that. You got 2 shots, including the Bucks last year. So the winning percentage should be right there, around 70%. The Celtics are 7-0 this postseason following a loss, outscoring opponents by 15.5 points per game, 15.6 to be exact. Tied for the 4th best point per game differential following a loss in a single postseason in NBA history. Chef Curry, coming off a 43-point performance in Game 4, has led both teams in scoring in every game this series. If that continues, he would be the 3rd player to lead both teams in scoring in every game of an NBA Finals series. Okay, Vince Carter, Amari Stoudemire. Vince, this is what I've been waiting for from Steph. Be your best self when your team needs it most. And the other team is just as good as you. Not when you have KD and Clay and everybody, but it's 50-50, season on the line, second half. This is why LeBron and Wade are tweeting about Steph's finals play now. This is why I've been pointing out that he needed this to elevate his legacy. What is your biggest takeaway from Steph's virtuoso Game 4 performance?
That I knew it would make you happy when he did this. And I said, Max is somewhere like, see? He heard me. But no, I take one thing about Steph right now is that he understands the moment. He understands the assignment and the situation at hand. And before, Max, he had KD there where he can defer. Right now, he understands I need to play this way to win, and he's doing so. Whether it's layups, get down in transition, floaters, everything he needs to do, he is doing it. And right now, Max, he is opening the door to an elite door that we don't get to see, or maybe we didn't know about. That only a few know about because he is playing at that level like you called for, and he has responded.
At 6'3", greatest 6'3" or under player of all time. But if you could work your way into the top 10 ever at that size. By the way, he's brolic now. That probably has something to do with it, too. He just looks different. Amari, why haven't the Celtics been able to adjust to Steph this series? And, like, what adjustments might we see tonight?
I mean, there's no adjustments. It's nothing you can do. Steph Curry is a complete basketball player, okay? He's great from the three-point shot. He's also great with mid-range. He's great finishing left and right-handed the basket. He's a brilliant passer. There's nothing you can do. There's no scouting report. If you try to trap him off the pick and roll, he gets off of it, he moves, relocate, gets the ball back, quick release. You know, if you don't trap or step up on the pick and roll, the open space right there, he's gonna knock down the open shot. As we see here, like you said, he's strong. So when he goes with the left hand, that space right there, that quick release is just hard to defend.
That's him working on his body throughout his career. Didn't used to be that way.
Absolutely, and it shows here in the playoffs. When you put forth the effort in the offseason, you work on your body, you get stronger, and it shows now in the playoffs.
When I said fate of the universe on the line, it went viral, right? I said it's on social media. I said, I want Iguodala, right? I meant it. I wasn't talking about guys who's a better shooter. I'm talking about who has ice water in their veins, game on the line, open look. He did not use, in the old days, Vince, I did not get that feeling from Steph. But he's an older, more experienced, to me, more confident player in the big moment. And now he's killing the game under pressure. Vince, double teams seem to work against other team superstars. Why haven't the Celtics blitzed or double teamed Steph on those high pick and rolls?
Well, Mari mentioned some of it, his ability to move the ball and how they play. They're very unselfish, and they understand. They have counters for double teams. You double team him, he goes backdoor, he gets off the ball. It's a quick release, and Draymond gets it and bounce pass back, layup, or an open three on the other side of the floor. Other thing is, it seems like Boston doesn't want to allow anyone else to get off, because if he's throwing out of the double team and he does not get the ball back, Draymond's ability to find other guys, or it immediately alerts an action on the other side for maybe a pin down for, Jordan Poole or Klay Thompson to get a wide open shot when there's no help, because Steph has brought two guys out on the floor trying to guard him. They're playing 4-on-3. So I think that's where the hesitancy is, and they're saying Steph may get his. Hopefully we can wear him down. We don't want everybody else, a.k.a. the others, to get theirs. But it's a dangerous game that the Boston Celtics are playing, but they're sticking to it.
You got to pick your poison. I would pick the other poison if I were Udoka at this point.
I would too.
What else do you need to see from Steph?
Absolutely.
But then, of course, Klay is due. He had a Klay Thompson game, but he didn't have one of those, oh, my God, he just scored 16 points in 1 second Klay games, right? He might be due. Amari, now that they're back at home, what does Steph need to do to give the Warriors that pivotal Game 5?
Well, I think just stay aggressive. He's going to be aggressive. I guarantee you that, because the thing is, when you have a game like you had in Game 4, and you're able to assert yourself, and you know that there's nothing your defense can do to stop you, then just continue on that path. Just keep lighting them up. Mm-hmm. If they don't want to guard you on the pick and roll step up, then knock down the open shot. If they do step up, you can split the trap, get to the basket, make the right plays. Just be aggressive. And I think his mindset now, with him, like you're saying, him being much more mature now, he's stronger, he's more confident, he knows his ability, he knows he's one of the all-time greats. And for all that to be happening right now in front of our eyes is beautiful to see. He just got to keep going.
Man, I guess, Vince, it's just a different kind of pressure in the final. Well, look, we're seeing it with Jason Tatum now. He was great all playoffs against the biggest stars in the game. Maybe it's just something different about the finals, and Steph had to get some reps in before he could be this in the finals. But, oh, my God. Yep. This is like... How many finals performances have been better than LeBron has had a couple, but this is Vince, this is an all-time great performance so far.
Yep.
He's doing that, and I mean I think he really wants that MVP, because he heard you saying, and all the people saying, can he do it, and all of what has happened in the past. And yes, he wants the championship, but he's been there and he's accomplished championships. It's like, now I want to go there and be the dominant player. Like Omar said, he knows he belongs with some of the best and the greatest. And you asked for him to show that, and he is now showing that. And it's really, his team is struggling, but guess what? They're winning games because hey, get on my back. Let's go. And I'll do what I need to do till you guys can get yourselves together, and look for him to continue to do that. Why not?
Like,
I mean, they're playing. They figured out something.
Yep.
Yeah, they've changed their coverages. They went from an offensive movement, now pick and roll, because they're having success. So why change?
Like LeBron in 2016, you sub out any player in the world for Steph right now, the series is already over. It's not 2-2. Like, this guy in this moment right now is doing this in the second half of must-win playoffs games